Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly. I hope you guys had a great weekend. So today we're going to do an art journal page. I got a very interesting comment the other day about keeping my mouth shut. So I thought I would do an art journal page. So all I have is my art journal here. Of course, you can use a piece of um, printer paper, whatever you have, whatever kind of paper you have. Maybe you have a magazine. I've made a million magazine journals. Um, Junk journal, whatever you have, use it. It doesn't have to be an art journal, but that's what I'm using today. So I'm going to layer up a bunch of colors. I don't know. I just grabbed some stencils and I figured let's get to getting. I like to go light to dark, but I think in this case, I'm going to go dark to light. Don't know how it's going to work. I'm just grabbing what I got around me and we're going to see. Let's do an art journal page. And it's going to be very, very easy, random, background, not important what we do because we're going to draw on top of it. So we're just wanting to get some color. And I'm going to draw in between a little bit because I don't want it to be like mud. You know what I mean? I want these colors to shine through. And I'm not sitting worrying like, oh, is it uh, primary, secondary, like all that kind of stuff. Is it going to mix and make brown? I want to try to get it, for the most part, as dry as I can without boring you to death. Now I'm using my heat gun. If you don't have a heat gun, use your hair dryer. If you don't have a hair dryer, leave it sit for a minute. It will dry. I also, one of my tricks is, well, I'll do it on this level. So I'm going to do some yellow. I'm not necessarily giving colors because it's just really what you want. So you can see I have a little bit of that magenta or berry on here. And what's going to happen when I go in with this yellow, if I blend it too much, and I will blend it in certain places, it will turn orange. Get a little bit more. See if you can see it. Might be hard for you. Oh no, you can see it up there. You see it how it just turns some orange? But I don't want that everywhere. So you see very lightly, I'm just taking my brush. I'm gonna zoom and zoom down. And I think I'm gonna do blue on here too. I'm gonna start layering. So see, just some, and if it's wet anywhere, it will blend and make orange. Look, can you see? Nice, nice, nice. All right. Now, a fun thing to do with the stencils, let me do it on the next one. Let me take some blue. Now, I know blue and yellow make green, so I'm not going to worry too much. That's what we'll do if blue comes out because, okay, these are all my favorite colors I have sitting here. So let's say we do this. Ooh, cops. Where's that car one? All right. See how we do this? I'm not going to wash my brush yet, but let's take a stencil like this. I know a lot of you know this, so don't get all up in my grill about it. I'm going to take a baby wipe. Of course, you can use a paper towel. You can use whatever you have. And I'm going to hold it down. Don't be afraid to get paint on your hands. And I'm going to go like this. You don't want it to move. You just want to give it a good wipe. Move your hands a little bit. Do it down here. Okay, ready? When we lift it up, you see how you get that different kind of gig to it? Now don't throw that away or don't just leave it dry. Just take a piece of paper that you have sitting by. Do this. Now take it, or stick your arm in it. Take it the opposite side. And just give it a push. I'm using my whiteboard, paper towel, or whatever you got. I'm just going to give it a little push. Doesn't matter if it comes out as a, but see, now my hands are not working today and I do apologize. Look, so we're already starting a new page. Very, very cool, right? So I'm going to leave that there. I got prepared today. And then if you want, I know a lot of you hate when I don't wipe my stencils. So today, because I have it in my hand, I will give it a quick wipe. But now you could press this again on your paper and do all that good stuff, but I'm not going to do it. Okay. So I'm going to open this up because I'm cheap. Maybe I'll use it again. And then I leave it dry. Just a little tip, giving you all the tips today. Am I? Well, it helps if you open it from the right side, but I'm not going to sit and bore you with that. Here we go. And I'll just keep wiping, and then I'll have like a sheet there. Now I'm going to dry this. I'm also going to wipe my brush off, but I'm not going to put it in water. Look how cool that is, though. I'm going to do that again with maybe some orange. Orange or green, I don't know. I'm going to draw over it, most of it, so. I'm just taking a second, real quick. Like that. And I will take, I can just use my wipe here. And I'll just give it a quick, and turn it just to, and it'll get a little damp from here, but not anything like, you know, and it gets the majority off, and then you're using it on there. Okay. All right. So now let's do some green. Let's do some yellow citron. And let's do kind of the same gig. We'll do a little bit down here and a little bit up here. And I'll just run it around the sides, but here I'll make it a little thicker. I can even take it up on there if I want. I love the layers. And you can leave white. A lot of people like leaving the white. I think you do what you want to do. It is all yours. Oh, let's see. Oh, yeah, we can do that. Why not? Let's do it this way. I will take another wipe, or you can use the same wipe. Maybe the same wipe has enough juice left, or you could just give it a little spritz. And then I'm going to go in here. Remember, it does not have to be perfect. Not everything has to wipe underneath. You could see that green was thin, and it didn't, it was kind of drying. But, let's see. Can you see it? Yep. And then up here. Fun, fun, fun. Can't really see it too much up there, but you know. And then again, you can just put it on your paper if there's any left. And there's the thing. Okay, so, but let me show you this. What was I going to show you? Oh, if you have, I was like, what am I going to do? Let's say you don't have a heat gun, hair dryer, whatever, or you're in a situation where you just don't have it at the moment. What I like to do is I have that on there, and I'll take a piece of paper and I will go like this. And what it will do for the most part is lift up any of the wet that was left. You could see some on here. So, you know, you could do that as well. And then it just takes off that like wet. Do you know what I'm saying? So we're all good. Okay, so I'm going to hit it with my heat gun, hair dryer, what have you, for a second. Oh my goodness, Kelly. Okay, everything's sticking together. And then, I don't even know if I want to change this. I really like this. You can see the sun's coming out. Look at my hand. Okay, that's dry already. Let's see if I can just, I love the sun, but not right this second. All right, that, I really love that, and I hate to go over that. Isn't that terrible? What am I going to do with this page? I just like looking at it, and I just don't want to. I just don't want to do it over it. Let's do it on here, and I'm not going to do anything fancy because I really like that page. Do I want a background? Yeah, let's just do this. Because I'm going to be painting over it. Do you know what I mean? And I really like that background. And I don't know what I'm going to do. I might take, maybe I'll scan that page in and I'll put it free on my site. I'll let you know when that goes on. But see, I'm just going to clean my brush on here. Just to add a little bit. All right, not for nothing. Okay, here we go. All right, let's just do this because I don't want to lose that page. Okay. So what I want to do is, let's see if I can do this. I don't know. We're going for it though. Okay, so that's going to be the top. And then okay, I know. It's all right. Does it look perfect? No, but my lip shape is not perfect. So you can just play with this because we're going to be painting it in anyway. And then I'm going to do this and then do this. Then I will not put my gap. Thank you. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. It's easier probably just to paint that white. Just so I have an idea where the teeth are going. So I'm going to end up painting over white anyway and then putting them in. Okay, so I'm going to do this. And then this is just for me to, so I can paint. And then I'll probably do, okay, so what I'm going to do is first I'm going to get white. You can use gesso, you can use white paint, you can use whatever you want. And no, maybe I should do red first. Let's do red first. Excuse me. Excuse the arm. That's an arm, all right. Okay. Let's do some Naphthol Crimson. Please don't restart. Please don't let my computer restart. Okay. Here we go. Okay, let's paint some lips. But this gave me, here's what gave me an idea. So I got a comment, like I said. People don't like if I talk about, and I don't care. Don't get this as a complaint because I don't really care. People don't like if I talk about any politicky stuff, which I don't normally. I'm not a politics channel. I don't talk about politics or politics, blah, 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 or how I believe for the most part. I mean, sometimes it's like, oh, like I talk about the coronavirus. Who's nervous? I have illnesses. My daughter has chronic illnesses. I'm scared to death for both of us. You know what I mean? I'm scared for my husband just to get sick. So, you know, or my dogs, or anybody that I know, or you guys. So I talk about it. All right, my channel, I can do what I want. People don't like that. But I don't talk about like who I'm voting for, or the presidency. I mean, we all know that I'm not a Trump fan, but I mean, I'm like, hey, you do you. So people don't like that. People don't like, you can just see I'm just coloring these in right now. People don't like, and I'm going to be tracing them in black because I think that would look nice. If I talk about mental illness, and I think I have every right to talk about I have every right to talk about whatever I want, but I had a son who committed suicide because he was mentally ill. I have a daughter who has many issues, mental issues, not many, I shouldn't say that because she's not, she has issues that she deals with. How about that? And I mean, do you know what I mean? Like most of us do suffer from an anxiety, depression, something to that matter. People don't like when I talk about chronic illnesses. Oh, those lips though, girl. People don't like when I talk about chronic illnesses. I have chronic illnesses. I could talk about whatever I want. So I always get like something. Do you know what I'm saying? Um, and it's frustrating sometimes. It really is. So when I was reading that comments about keeping my mouth shut, I thought, something that I want to do, and I've talked about before, is like hangouts with people who want to talk about maybe their chronic illnesses, something that they go through, maybe their mental illness, things that they go through, maybe things that they deal with. Maybe they don't have it, but maybe they have things that they have to deal with because they have a child or a family member or a friend, significant other, whatever, that deal with it. So I wanted to start doing some hangouts, right? And I had mentioned that in my live stream the other day, and that's when I got, anyway. But so I do this to help people. I do this so everybody can do art, and you can find stuff around your home to do this. I do this for, I'm gonna do a very light tongue here. Let's see. I do this for myself. So, I don't know. Everybody has something to say. And like I said, you don't have to, I want to start pulling cards again, and people don't like that. And I'm like, whatever. Like, believe in who and what you believe in. Believe in, how do you say, things in your life. It doesn't have to be what I believe or somebody else's belief, but leave them alone. Live and let live. I always say that. Just live and let live. You can see I put water on here, so it made it lighter, and it made it, I mean, if you saw my tongue's a mess. So, but I'm going to wet my brush and just kind of like dab it off a little bit and just take that a little bit. I can make that darker if I want, but later. But it's just going to give me that inside of the mouth. But yeah, so, I was sitting and I was thinking, you know what? I have enough bad talk that I talk to myself. Do you know what I mean? Self-hate, whatever you call it, for so many reasons. And I don't need anybody else giving it to me. So I thought, I'm going to make this. That's what kind of gave me this idea. Okay, so I know, looks weird. Don't matter. I don't care. This is how I'm doing it. So now I'm going to go in and put in some teeth. So now I will dry this for a second. Because we really got to start loving ourselves again. Because it's so easy to not, for whatever reason. For whatever reason. Whether you're wanting to lose weight, or whether, you feel like you made a bad parenting move, or you ate that extra piece of cake, or, it's always so easy. I think I'm just going to paint these white and then go in and form them a little better. I always say, like, people are so quick to judge, and I've learned a lot, like, with everything going on, not just on my channel, but like on Twitter. I go on Twitter to see like when my uh governor goes on, to talk about what's going on in Jersey, and what's going on in the country, and all the things. So, but people are so, wow, like, just so hateful. And like, if you're like, oh, what about unemployment, what am I getting this, why didn't I get whatever, people are just so hateful. Open up the state, who cares? I read people saying, who cares if the people in the long-term facilities die? They're going to die anyway. What a horrible thing to say. You mean if your grandmother or your mother or dad were in there, that's how you would feel? Like, what is that? Ugh, just makes me sick. I don't understand what this world is. I don't even know if my teeth go up like that, but we're going to put them in. I should have formed it. Let me form these. Oh, that's a big girl. But yeah, so it just makes me sad. Ooh, let's do like little uh, pointy vampire teeth. Let me try this. So yeah, I don't know what my rant was, but that's it drives me crazy. I think I need something coming this way. I think I'm gonna. Yeah. And I can go in with pink and firm these up if I want, make them small or whatever. I just want to get the white laid down. Yeah, because this is a big old tooth. I mean, maybe people have it like that. I can change that though. And I'm not going for realism. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so while that dries, and then I can fix that. Well, I have this on here. Why don't I make a little bit of a just kind of spread what's on my brush. Oh God, what color was that? I have no idea. But that's what we got. It's all right. That apparently it must have been a charcoal brush that I used that I put back, right? Obviously. I love charcoal. Oh, I love working with charcoal. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so I'm sending to you guys today a little love, a little self-love. Love yourself today. In whatever way that you find. You know, if you find yourself being a little hard on yourself because maybe you I don't know, yelled at the kids when maybe you shouldn't have, as rough as you did. I mean, we've all done that. Or maybe didn't clean the house or fold the clothes that needed folded, or I don't know, ran a red light. I don't know. There's a million things. I could list a million things on here. Also, so let me know what you guys think down below about having, like, I know I already asked some of you, but you know, what you guys think about that. Let's having a mental, you know, like a support group. I shouldn't say just mental illness because that's not all I mean, but just a support group. Grief, um, guilt, illness. Maybe you stubbed your toe and you screamed at your kid or your husband or your dog. And I mean, I'm not saying that that's things that I do, but you know. The list is endless of the guilt. All right, now I can go in and form those a little bit better. The white is like, I don't want to cover. I like putting a little bit of water. I mean, you can use gel medium or whatever you want. I'm just grabbing water just to thin it out a little bit. Like that. Just to kind of blend it a little better. But like I said, this is just an art journal page in my art journal that I want. So I'm not going, you know, too crazy. Okay. So I'll dry this and then I can finish the teeth and then I'll go on to line it and then do the other things I want to do. I could add a little pink on the tongue, huh? Maybe at the end. Maybe it'll make it lighter, a little pink. Do I have pink up here? No. Nope, probably have to mix it, but that's okay. Okay, back to the teeth to whiten it, and then I will put them in. Okay, But yeah, let me know. And like I said, for my people who are in my membership, I wrote you guys a letter today on YouTube. Please let me know when you're available so we can do a live stream. Also, you guys, if you guys want to do a Zoom with me, let me know. If you guys have Zoom, anybody. But I'm going to be doing, it's hard to get the people together for live streams. Everybody's different, so I figured we'd do some Zooms too. But I figured we could do Zooms and like have like 10 people. You know, we could just sit and talk. That way everybody gets heard and, you know, we'll see. We'll see. I haven't quite figured it out yet, but we will. Okay. Okay, so I can put those in. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take some white. Well, let's put it here. And a little bit of the crimson and paint the tongue and then the gums and then just a little bit of pink. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. Because I want to write over this, and this way it's just a little. And what I'm going to do is leave it darker in the background, just because of the shadow aspect. I will not be a Rolling Stones graphic designer, you know what I'm saying? And I'm okay with that. And then I'll just take a towel or a rag and just kind of lighten it, just kind of wipe it a little bit. To give it like texture. Okay. And then I'll do a little bit of gums. Like I said, I'll probably trace this or outline it in black, but and then if you're like me and you have RA, your gums are a mess. Or they can be. I shouldn't say that because I don't want to get everybody upset. And if your paint gets a little dry, just wet your brush a little bit. Just little tips for those of you. I know a lot of you are subscribed to my channel and you're starting over. Again, don't judge like, oh, that doesn't look. It's just supposed to represent. It's not supposed to necessarily. I'm not doing realism here, you know? Okay. All right. Kind of looks like a crazy heart. That'll be enough. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take a black marker and I'm gonna kind of trace everything on the outside just to make it. You can use your black paint, but just to maybe make it look a little bit more outlined. Again, you don't have to. And you can see my pencil underneath. I don't care. And if you want to do something, just to, you know, you don't have to do this. You could just do a pair of lips regular, which I was going to do, but of course I didn't. Yeah, as if you're drawing a girl. Let's see if I even want this like this, but it's too late now. And these are her teeth. Do the dun, dun. Okay. I'm gonna do the pencil for the teeth first to start like to design where I want them. See, this is gonna be that. See, screwed them up, but that's all right. You get the idea that it's teeth. Get better on the bottom. I should have done that for the top too and just kind of did that, but it's all right. Just like that. Like I said, it's more representing than anything else. And if you don't want to do this part, don't. Or maybe you could do it with gray. Maybe black's too much and you don't like it, but I'm okay. If I don't like it, I just paint over it. Okay. Then you have like your tongue, which I'm gonna leave my tongue alone. Okay, so what would be one of the, let's do a positivity. So what are some of the things you hear all the time about? Well, me, myself, I'm loud. Oh God, that's like, I'm sure you guys are screaming at the screen. You're loud, you're annoying. I always get this. If people leave me comments, I don't get too many negative comments. And I'm gonna go back from growing like my whole life, not just for YouTube. It's just everything. I don't know if I could spell this next one. I need Emily. Girl, I could go on and on and on. I could probably think of a million more. This is cold. Okay, so you get the point. But what I want to be coming out of my mouth, what should things that I want to be coming out of my mouth, will be smaller because you know, do it like this. I'm like Forrest Gump all of a sudden. that was another one week. Worthy's a big thing. Okay, so that'll be all that I'm going to do. Otherwise, I'll be here all day. But do you see what I'm saying? And these are the things that we got to work on. So my thing for you guys, and if you want to do it and email it to me, tag me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, the whole things. I'm on Facebook. You guys know all my info is downstairs, down below to find me, as well as my email. Um, this is something that I will probably rip out and hang on my wall in front of me so I can remember. And I will probably find a million more things to write either side, but it's something to to start being start recognizing more the things that trigger me, or do you know what I mean, that have affected me, I guess, over my my life, and then things that I want to contradict them with. I want to replace them with these things. So I want you guys to remember that you are totally worth it. You guys are fantastic, beautiful. You guys make my day every single day that you watch my videos, leave my comments, coming to my live streams. You guys really, really make my heart smile and make me so happy and feel worthy of what I'm doing. And then I'm doing something, I guess, good to help other people. So, um, I would love to see what you guys do, or just let me know that you do it if you don't want to share it. As always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I cannot stress that enough. Please stay safe, be safe, wear your masks, do the things. I know a lot of the states are lifting a lot of the restrictions and all just to kind of let us all go at it. So try to stay as safe as you guys can. And I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.